So we now got the grade 6, we've got everything right so far. This is heading towards a 7. Obviously it's going to get more challenging. So here it says find the value of n. If I look at this, the laws of indices, when I multiply, I add those together, and when I divide, I take it away. So I know that I get 4 plus n, take away the 2, must equal the minus 3. It's because when I times them, I add and take away the 2. So that means it's n plus 2 is minus 3. So n, take away 2 from 3 is minus 5. 2 marks. Now solve this. Now if you've got a certain calculator, not one of these, but the white ones, they're really handy because you can put this straight in and you're laughing. However, nowadays they expect people to have these calculators, so it might be slightly different. But let's go with this, the formula. And you should be given the formula. Okay? But yeah, you will be given the formula. There you go. Now, what does all these letters mean? Well, they represent these numbers here. So the A represents 5, the B represents minus 4, and the C represents minus 3. So let's write that out. A represents 5, B represents minus 4, and C is negative 3. Now, all I'm going to literally do is put these values into my calculator here. Minus B, so minus of minus 4 is plus 4, plus or minus. Minus 4 squared. Well, I know minus 4 times minus 4 is 16, so I'm putting that straight in. Minus 4 lots of 5 bracket minus 3 all over 2a. So where I can, I simplify it straight away. But now I can literally put that straight in my calculator as is there. Let's show you. So I literally put it, that lovely button there. So I do 4, and I'm going to do plus. I'm not going to do plus minus, I can't. I do 4 plus square root, open bracket, 16 minus, and then I do 4, open bracket, 5, close bracket, open bracket, minus 3, close bracket. And I need to close that bracket again, so there. And underneath, and I might have a typo error. That's okay, I can cope with that if I do. I press that, oh, I get it straight away. And I get 1.27. It wants it to 3 sig fig, 1.27. Now the beauty of this is don't close it. All you need to do is now go back on the arrow key until you get to that plus. You know we changed it, we decided to a plus. Change it to a minus, and then press equals. And that button again, and it's minus 0.472. Don't forget it's a 2, because that 1 is lifted up because of that 7. And that's your 3 marks there, and the 2 marks there, so you're doing really well. Okay, functions. F of x is 4 sine x. Find the value of fx when x is 23. Give your answer to 3 sig fig. So 4 lots of sine 23. Again, it's all about knowing how your calculator works. So sine 23, close bracket, equals, so I'm doing it this way, times 4 equals. Take it nice and slowly, don't rush it, because it's your calculator, you can make silly mistakes. 3 sig figs, so 1.56. Only worth 1 mark, expect it to be done quick. Here, g of x is 2x minus 3. So find what happens when first it goes into g, then it travels into f. So it's going to go into g first. So I'm going to put it into g. So it's double the 34 minus the 3. Now again, if I'm stressed, I'll just use my calculator. Of course, you can try it in your head, and in a happy place, you can try and do this, you know, in your head, but in exam, not a happy place, for most of us anyway. Now you've got that, you put that into the 4 sine x. So there you go. I've got it in there, degree mode, sine, 64. I could have said answer, I guess. Press the button there, times it by 4 equals. Whenever you did this, if you get a value and you sign it that's greater than 1, you have made a mistake. Need to go back over it. Okay, h of x is x plus 4 all squared. Ivan needs to solve the following, where that equals 25, and he writes this. 25, x plus 4 all squared is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. Therefore, x. Now, it's not fully correct, because when you square root 25, don't forget, you can get a +5 or a -5. And so what you needed to realize, there was two solutions. One of them would be where actually when you did that, you get x plus 4 equals -5, so x could equal -9 or the 1. And so you just need to explain it's 1 mark, put as much as you can in there as possible. They say here an acceptable answer is the other answer is -4, or it has two solutions. That's not always right, but in this case it would be. But just enough like that would be sufficient. Don't forget, this is heading towards a 7. Sketch this graph here. Right, tan x. If you remember what tan x looks like, and you might not, but it's one of those ones with all these wiggly line bits that do that. Really quite tricky. So we need to just locate some points. So here, when tan is 0, so what I'm going to do on my calculator, I do tan 0 equals 0. Boom. Now I put tan 19, see what happens. I'll show you. It's kind of scary. Now you might have graphic calculators, but there you go, mass error. It means it goes off. We call this an asymptotic line because it never ever reaches it. So actually it looks like that. Now I've got to think about what happens here. Again, just literally type in the values and you see it's 0. So well, that doesn't help, does it? So let's try a value here, somewhere below. So let's say 135, okay? So I'm just going to go just to see what's happening. And I see it's -1. So it's -1. In fact, what it's going to look like, and this is more memory than anything else for you guys. And it repeats this pattern here, and then it goes back up to 0. So this is one of those memory things. It's really quite a challenging question to ask. Right, let's go to question 12. Ooh, one more of these, and we've got ours level 7. Here is a pyramid with a square base. Boom, boom, boom. AB is 5, so that's 5. That's 25 straight away. The vertex T is 12 meters vertically above. Okay, so that's 12. 12. That's interesting. Got 5, 12. You've got a Pythagorean triple here, haven't you? I'm just thinking aloud here. Calculate the size of the angle TAC. TAC. This angle here. Okay, this is a really, I mean, again, this is a lovely, lovely question, but it is quite a challenging one to do. So in order to do this, I need to use Pythagoras' theorem, okay, to sort of work out what this diagonal is here. And I know that it's 5 by 5. So if I can work out what this diagonal is here, it's going to be 25 plus 25, all square rooted. So that is the square root of 50. On your calculator, if you did that, you can leave it as that, to be honest with you, but let's just put it in now. So that is 7.07, but that's the square root of 50, that length there. Now what I need to do is I need to find half of that length. So that's half the length there. So or let's just do a half of root 50. So that's that length there. That is 12. Now I can work out what length happens there. So I've got that. So this is my theta, that's my opposite. This is my adjacent. So I'm going to use TOA. So tan theta equals the opposite 12 over this messy, but I'm leaving it like that. I don't want to make rounding up errors. So on my calculator here, I do 12 all over, and then I'm going to do 0.5 times root 50 arrow equals. So that's what that equals. And then I'm going to say, right, I need theta, so I need to do the inverse of that. So that's my answer. So now what do? I do shift tan answer equals. And that's how you do that. And it wants it, doesn't say what it cares to, so I'm going to do it to 1 decimal place. And that is how you do that question. Cool.